please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
The board is going to be meeting in Mumbai tomorrow. Yash Jain is now joining in to tell us what they could be discussing. What's the agenda like, Yash?
Well, the last Sebi board meeting in financial year 2018 and market regulator Sebi will look to end the financial year by at least initiating discussions on some of the very crucial aspects. The most important aspect which is scheduled to be discussed in tomorrow's board meeting is the amendments and the discussions on the insolvency and bankruptcy vertical. Here we are given to understand that Sebi is likely to discuss a proposal to essentially bring a trading ban on companies which go under IBC. Also, there is a proposal which Sebi will discuss in terms of relaxing the minimum public shareholding of 25% for companies which go under IBC, and also letting the incoming or the new promoters to infuse more than 75% equity in these companies, essentially to ensure a more effective turnaround of these sick companies. Also, as far as delisting of these companies under IBC is concerned, Sebi could give some relaxation as far as the reverse book building norm of the delisting procedure is concerned. Apart from that, coming to the second point, Sebi will also discuss regulations with respect to non-compliance of listing norms. We are given to understand that Sebi might consider the proposal of giving exchanges more power in order to freeze the promoters' holding in companies which do not comply with the listing norms, which range from board composition to corporate governance and so on and so forth. Also, if this non-compliance continues, exchanges might also be given the power to start the process of delisting these companies. Also, there is a crucial proposal which will be discussed as far as the buyback procedure is concerned. We are given to understand that Sebi might fix a cap as far as the maximum quantity which could be offloaded in buyback offers. We understand that that could be fixed somewhere around 25%. Also, as far as buyback is concerned, Sebi could fix a time interval as far as 2 successive buybacks from the same company are concerned. Apart from these important proposals, we are also given to understand that Sebi might discuss the proposal of making co-location or algo trading more cheaper and accessible to the retail investors. This is essentially to get more parity between retail investors and the various large fund houses. Also, we are given to understand that Sebi might look to reduce the additional expenses on mutual funds which investors pay. Right now, this is 20 basis points of the total AUM of any particular scheme, but we are given to understand that Sebi might look to reduce this by as much as 15 basis points and bring this down to 5 basis points.
All right, Yash, thanks very much for that. Okay, those are the details, the data that everybody was looking out for. So as we had indicated earlier in the day itself, it seems that February collections on GST are around 85,200 crores. That's just a shade below the 86,000 crores that we saw in the previous month. So collections still continuing to clock in at slightly lower levels than perhaps what the government and, of course, economists would like to see that number at. The government's constant claim has been that it will get better once the e-way bills get underway starting from the 1st of April. And that's when there should be better compliance and therefore an improvement in the numbers. We have Timsi Jaipuria joining in with all the details. Timsi, so 85,200, slightly lower than the previous month?
Yes, as you mentioned, slightly lower than the previous 2 months. Rather, previous 2 months we've seen collections above 86,000 odd crore rupees, and government is advocating what sources are saying that it was the month of February where already you are short of 3-4 days. Plus, also businesses are not doing that well, and not to forget, as you mentioned, that plugging the loopholes is the mandate right now. A lot of loopholes are there which are leading to revenue shortfall. And let me remind you, Finance Minister had very clearly mentioned earlier last year with the first collection number that the comfort zone that the government feels in the collection terms is anything above 90,000 odd crore rupees. So in the initial 3 months, we saw that the collections were in the comfort zone, that too as high as 96,000 odd crore rupees. I beg your pardon, but after that, the numbers have started declining. So let's see, government officers now, they say that April onwards tax buoyancy will come back. As you mentioned, e-way bill and other, like we reported yesterday, that a GOM has been set to look into the composition scheme taxpayers also, that whether there's a loophole there as well. So government is trying to plug the loopholes, and soon they will get on to enforcement measures also leading to more tax compliance, which will help in increasing in the tax buoyancy.
All right, Timsi, thanks very much for that. That's the Feb number on GST.